Hi everyone, for this video I'm going to show you how to make a Padlet board and then how to embed or link that board into your MyMCPS classroom. So if you start by going to your Chrome and going padlet.com, the first time that you log into this, you'll probably have to link your Google account with Padlet just so that you can kind of save your boards. I have some ready, so you can see the ones that I have here. What I want to do is I want to make a Padlet, and it's going to give you a whole bunch of choices of what you can do. So if you just choose the wall, that is if someone double clicks to make a post on it, they're just going to kind of show up all over the place. If you do this canvas one, they're going to show up all over the place, but then you can move them around to kind of group them in different ways. The stream, they're just going to kind of go top to bottom, one on top of another. A grid, you can arrange them in rows and boxes. A shelf is if you wanted them to be in columns. A back channel kind of looks like a chat. And then there's one where you can put the post on a map or on a timeline. So it's kind of fun to play around with some of these to see what you can do. For mine, I want to make a KWL chart, so I'm going to choose one with columns on it for my kids. So I'm going to select that. And there's a whole bunch of ways to customize your Padlet. So let's say for science for third grade, we're going to start with forces. So I'm going to make my Padlet about forces. And then I can change the description. And you can see when I change the title and description here, it's going to change on my Padlet on the side. So let's share what we know and what we want to know about forces. For the icon, you can change that if you want to. It's not necessary. You can choose kind of any different emojis. So you can see if I click on one, it's going to put it right next to it. So you can find one that matches. Let's see, forces, kind of like push and pull. Maybe I'll do a sports one. So you can put anything that you want over there. There's the address that you're going to use to send it out to your kids later. I'm going to pass that for now. For the wallpaper, you can choose different colors if you want it to be. They have some patterns and pictures that are pretty cool. Maybe I'm just going to pick this corkboard one. Go back. You can change the color scheme. I'm going to keep it kind of the normal one. You can change the font if you want. And then there's a couple more options down here. If you want the person's name to be above each post, you can do that. You can choose where you want the post to appear, if they're first or last, having your kids comment on it. They can like each other's post or give it a star. And then for maybe the older kids in middle and high school, you can have it set so that you have to approve anything that they post. And then there is one that replaces bad words with emojis in case you had anybody that was trying to do that. So I kind of like the way mine looks like this. So I'm going to choose next up here. And I am all set to go. So I'm going to start posting. So for me, I want a KWL chart. So what I know, I'm going to add what I want to know, and then what I learned. So I'm going to have the 3 columns in there. So when the kids go in, they are going to press the plus sign and they'll add under the column that they want, which is awesome. So there's 2 kind of different ways that you can put this into your MyMCPS classroom. You could put the link in there or you can embed it in there. So I'm going to show you both ways. So if you go to your classroom, I'm going to choose my class. This would be an assignment that I want my kids to do. So I'm going to click on assignments and add. And I'm going to call it Forces Padlet. The first way that I could do it is I could just put the link in there. So if I go over here to share, I can copy the link to the clipboard and then go back and I can click here for our Forces Padlet, highlight that, and then I can link straight from there. So then when the kids, they wouldn't have anything that they needed to submit because they're just going to go to the website. Pick a due date. So then when the kids go there, they can click on it and it will bring them to the Padlet website. It will open a new tab for them. And then they can add here. I know that a force is a push or a pull. The other way that you can do it is you can embed it right into Canvas. So for my kids, I'm trying to do as limited number of clicks as possible. So if you go back to your Padlet and you're in your share, there's going to be an embed code. So embed in your blog or your website. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to copy this whole code. In my assignment, if I want to embed it, I have to switch over to the HTML editor, paste that code in there, and then I can go back to the content editor and you'll see it's going to show up right on there. So then now if I save it, when my kids go into the assignment, it's going to be right there. They're not going to have to click on anything else or go to a new tab. So what I want to know, I want to know how many forces are there in the world? Any questions they can ask. So then it's right in there. They can type in there. And it's nice because they'll also be able to see in real time if I'm working on this and my classmate is working on that. This is just going to automatically update so they can see everyone else's questions and other facts that their classmates know. So that is how you would put a Padlet board into your MyMCPS classroom.